Hey everyone, this is Max Carroll, and today I am going to be reviewing the now infamous NECA Godzilla 1985. As we all know, at Comic-Con or Toy Fair or whatever, I think it was Comic-Con, this figure, it was shown in, oh my god, an atrocious Gabra-esque prototype. I mean, I swear to God, if that figure got released, everyone of everyone, myself included, we would have made it into a Gabra. I especially, because at the time I was gonna get my Godzilla 74 in the mail. I'm not getting him out right now, but yeah, and that would have made good Godzilla's revenge fight. Not really, but yeah. But we got a new sculpt. It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. It's good. But I've seen some people say this looks nothing like the '84 Godzilla. Yes, it does. I've seen some people say it looks not almost nothing like the 1984 Godzilla. I mean, are you looking at the right pictures? Are you looking at the right photos? Yeah, I see this and I think, yeah, that's 1980. If I see this, if someone asks me what suit is that, if they're confused or they're just trying to get an answer, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's 84 Goji. That is the 1984 Godzilla. And I don't understand people saying, well, I've seen the 84 Godzillas that look way better than this. Yeah, I agree. This is probably the bottom, this is probably the weakest 1984 Godzilla we've ever gotten. But, I mean, not the worst figure of Heisei Godzilla we've ever gotten. I mean, the worst we've ever gotten, I think, was, I don't know, the Marmot maybe, Godzilla 91. I can't decide, but anyway, yeah, this, if you're trying to look for a 1984 Godzilla or a 1985 one, just to fill a hole in your collection, just get this one. But, I mean, unless if, you're looking to pay $90 to $100 for the Memorial Box figure or the X Plus ones, the 25 and 30 centimeter ones. But no, just get this one. I mean, it's always got to be a flame war. I mean, is it I don't know. Is it Monster Arts? No, don't buy it. I mean, is it X Plus? No, don't buy it. Is it Bandai Japan? No, don't buy it. Sorry, I kind of stuttered. Is it the Memorial Box, the 50th one or 40th one? No, don't buy it. Um, I You buy your thing. You don't buy the little crap toys that you don't want to buy just because they're inaccurate. That you have long ago decided you do not care about, you do not like. Just don't worry. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about the ones who will buy the inaccuracies or the expensive Bandai's. I mean, you buy your SH Monsters, you buy your perfect model kits and marmots, and you buy your perfect Power Babies, marmots, X Plus, model kits, M1s, your Super Deformer, your Gosh. You buy your thing, we'll buy our thing, okay? We do not need you breathing down our necks and shoving this down our throats, saying, oh, well, it's a bad figure. You just worry about what you like. We'll worry about what we like, okay? And I think that Super Godzilla 1974, a good friend of mine, would say the same thing. Yeah, just leave this guy alone. I mean, what did he ever do to you? No, he's not good. Shut up. Let's get on to the review because I'm getting off on a tangent. Mouth. Well, let's get on to detail first instead of articulation. It looks like 84 Godzilla. The teeth, the fingernails, the toenails, they're all painted in a nice dirty tan color. Or bone white, or whatever. He's painted a nice charcoal gray or black, with some science spots which aren't very visible. Yeah, I agree. The spines could have been done better. They're too small and they're paper thin. Well, almost paper thin. Just, I think, a quarter centimeter wire from being paper thin. But yeah, they are pretty thin. But they're more pliable. So yeah, you can move you can move around without these breaking. Unlike Tamashi, where they make the spines hard plastic, and I mean, yeah, that's good, but I mean, you have more of a chance of breaking the spines off. I mean, mine are already warped on my Godzilla 2000, but that's just when I took it out of the box. And there are quality control issues with Tamashi Nations. Don't lie. Admit yourselves, you Tamashi followers, you Tamashi cult members, you Tamashi fanboys. Admit it. Tamashi, yeah, they've screwed up in the past. Actually, mine, there's this segment on the tail where it doesn't want to move so much. You know, admit it, they've had craggly paint, they've had paint bleeds and paint scuffs before. You've had your figures warped, you've had loose joints, there are quality control issues. Actually, this is kind of loose, but not so much. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall off. It's not going to fall off. You've had craggly paint, admit it. Even Bandai Japan, the number one, Bandai Japan Vinyls, the number one Godzilla toys in the world. Even they have screwed up in the past. I mean, I fixed, I made my own paint job, and hell, even I screwed up. Well, I didn't screw up, that just fell off. Well, yeah, that. I gotta paint that back. Okay, look at this. They put the spines on in the incorrect way, and yet people still love this figure. So, I mean, I'm gonna put them up right here. I mean, don't pretend that NECA is the only one who's ever screwed up. Do not pretend that NECA is the unholy is the unholy Godzilla toy maker. They make the worst Godzilla toys ever. No. Tamashi Nations, they've screwed up. Bandai Japan, they've screwed up. And I'm bringing out a good example here with this figure, and I still like it. I still love it. Admit it. NECA is not the only company to have screwed up. I mean, they only minorly screwed up. I think, no, this figure looks fine. I don't know. Articulation. Move up and down with the head. It can move all around. It's on ball joints and hinges for the jaw. Shoulders can move out and in. I think that they're on a ball joint pin and socket system. I don't know. Elbows are definitely on a pin and socket. Hands are on a ball joint. I know that they're on a ball joint because I have taken the hands off without breaking it. It's a double ball joint system. I've seen it in person myself. Has an ab crunch, which I'm going to assume is a ball joint. There's the fins. Not rubbing up. Well, they are rubbing up against each other, but you know they're pliable. They're not going to break. That's one plus about them. The legs, yeah, they're kind of fat. The knees, they actually bend really well on mine. I think that mine is one of the only few. If mine is not the only one whose knees don't have trouble bending. This one's a little harder, but not too much. And then the feet, ball joints. Then the tail, not beautifully segmented like, bring it again, Tomoshi. But it's good. It's good for what it is. You can get some decent posing out of it. I don't think that Godzilla 84 ever uses tail as a weapon much. But yeah, his tail, 4 segments, and then bendy wire. This is a bendy wire, and when you bend this, it looks ugly. And yeah, and also the spines. This is my custom paint job, by the way, in case you're wondering. Because my dog bit off the top here. See the middle spine? Yeah, my dog bit that off. I didn't cut that off with scissors. No, my dog bit that off himself one night. So, also imagine the paint job, because I painted this in response to this. Imagine this exact paint job, except non-metallic. That's what it's like underneath. But yeah. Let's get on to size comparisons. Oh boy, this is my favorite part of mainly. Let me move him back. And let me bring in, I don't know, let's say Godzilla 90s, with Godzilla 93 and 94. My Godzilla 94. Hold on, gotta put Godzilla 84 in his right position. This is how he's supposed to be. There we go. this is not actually good, believe it or not. Godzilla 84, he was 80 meters. He and Godzilla 89 were 80 meters, so 240 feet. He was 100 meters, so 328 feet. So he should be, I don't know, up here? Up here? Yeah. Not good, but they look nice anyway. Godzilla 55. Well, this goes without saying. Unless if you move his head up, it still looks awkward. 80 meters versus what's supposed to be 50 meters. Not good, because he's also taller. I think that he is the tallest Godzilla figure in the 6-inch range, but that doesn't go up into 7 inches. I'm looking at you, Bandai Creations Godzilla 68. I'm looking at you, because you are more in the standard scale. But yeah, he is, in my opinion, the tallest Godzilla figure ever made by Bandai in the 6-inch scale that doesn't go out of it. Finally, my last figure, let's compare him to SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2000 Millennium Special Color. First, gotta move his legs, make him look standing upright. Okay, let's pretend he's Godzilla 2002 just because of the color. Let's see. If I remember correctly from the movie, Godzilla 2002, he was 60 meters. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? He was 60 meters. He's 80, so he's supposed to be... Okay, basically, remember when I showed you with Godzilla 90s? So he's basically supposed to be up here. And Godzilla 90s is supposed to be, like, up here. So way taller. But they look good together, nonetheless, mostly because they're good detail. Overall, I give this figure a 5 out of 5. I think I'm like the only reviewer that's giving this figure a 5 out of 5. I think the main reason why I'm giving him 1 is because he was one of the first Godzilla figures I ever got. He was the first 6-inch one I ever got, and he was the second figure I ever got of Kaiju. He's a good figure. I'm not gonna lie, he's a good figure. He's not on par with Tamashi. I mean, he's not even like as super well detailed. Well, he's more well detailed than Bandai, but I mean, like, not as expensive as Tamashi and Bandai. Overall, yeah, I do give this figure a 5 out of 5. Yes, even past its flaws. And yeah, it's I do like this figure. I admittedly like this figure a lot. I do like it, not a lot more than, I don't know what to say. I don't like it more than this, but I do like it enough that it's a figure I would definitely recommend to anyone. I mean, if you already have the X Plus or the Memorial Box figure, you probably don't need this figure anyway, because you're probably all well and set with that figure. But if you don't have those figures and just really want a Godzilla 85, just get this. I mean, why not? And even if you do have the X Plus and Memorial Box Godzilla 84 and 85, I would still say get this figure anyway. Not oh, it's fantastic. Just get this figure just to have it. Or, you know, just for your collection. Or if you want to do a versus video, which this one, to many people, would probably lose to many versus battles like Figure Wars. But yeah. Overall, I do like this, the NECA Godzilla 1985. Or 84, whatever. So yes, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. So overall, this has been another review by Max Carroll. See you later, G-fans.